So today we will study the three management layers and we will study the audit, balance and control layer. So as you can see on the screen that audit, balance and control has three sub layers. One is audit, second is balance and third is control. So let's see this layer. This layer is the engine that ensures that each processing request is completed by the ecosystem as planned. Because if there are some processes to be executed, so we need to ensure that all the processes are executed as per plan. So it is the single area in which we observe what is currently running within our data scientist environment. So what does it record? If there are various processes and we have to find out that which processes will get executed, so it has to record the process execution statistics. Then it has to record the balancing and control. If there are any error handling situations, so that needs to be recorded. If there are any rejections, that also needs to be recorded. And finally, the fault code management. So basically, it will record four things: process execution statistics, balancing and control, reject, error handling, and fault or failure in the system. Now, we have the first sublayer, that is audit. So what is an audit? It is a systematic and independent examination of the ecosystem. So the audit sublayer record the process that are running at any specific point within the environment. So if we want to know that there are many processes that are executing, so at any specific point, how many processes are executing will be recorded by the audit. Now we go to what is present in the audit sublayer. So first we see the built-in logging. So we have a debug watcher. Basically this layer contains a log where we create all the logs that are happening in the system for all the processes. For whatever is happening in the system, a log is being built. So we have a debug watcher. It will actually watch how many debugs of the code, if there is any error, and that error is removed. So that debug watcher will keep the information of all the debugging that is happening in the code. Information watcher will keep the information about the various codes. Now warning, if any warning messages are appearing, then warning watcher will keep a track of the warnings. Error watcher, if there are error happening in the system, then error message will be popped up. So this error watcher will keep track of the error messages. And if there are any faults or failures in the system, then the fault watcher will take care of all these faults. So basically the system will create log where it is going to record the debug information, warning messages, error messages and fault messages. Now apart from this, it will also create various other logs like a basic logging. So this logging enables us to log everything that occurs in our data science processing to a central file for each run of the process. That means in a central file, everything that is happening to the process will be recorded. That is called the basic logging, means the initial information will be there. Then comes the process tracking. So a controlled, systematic and independent examination of the process for the hardware logging is recorded in the process tracking. It uses the log for the cause and effect analysis. Basically, if we want to know that what has happened and what is its effect, so for that analysis we need the process tracking, which actually is recording what is happening to the hardware in the system. Then comes the data provenance. It keeps record of every data entity in the data lake by tracking it through all the transformations in the system. Then comes the data lineage. So data lineage will keep record of every change that happens to the individual data values in the data lake. This enables us to know what the exact value of any data record was in the past. So basically, if we want to know about the history of the data, so using this data lineage, we can find out what is happening to the data over a period of time. Thank you.